So Kema, we hear your talk.
To be totally honest, there's no real manual. As much as people tell us what you should do, what you shouldn't do, there's no real manual, because what makes me happy is not going to make the next person happy.
Definitely.
So I think, honestly, I think probably they were telltale signs, but it's whether you choose to see those signs or not. Because it is quite easy just to live your life with the blinkers on and go on. And when I look at my life and I look at my life in the UK and my friends and family in the UK, it's different than what it is in Ghana. So with my family and everybody in Ghana, it's completely different. So how we perceive life and how we perceive is totally different. The way I even look at my good friends in Ghana who are men, how they are compared to the men here, and I'm generalizing, totally different.
Why do you think that is? Do you think because the expectations in Ghana, they expect you in a certain way, and you have probably the family connection and compared to here? I don't know. Why do you think there's a difference between...
Now, I'm going to say something that's going to be quite controversial for this country. But in Ghana, I can't speak of any other country, but in Ghana, the man is superior. And that is how it is. Full stop. There's no if, buts about it. In this country, it used to be that way. But the Western world has changed us that we are on par.
Yes.
That is how it is.
Because women fend as well. So normally, in for example, in Africa and Nigeria, most African countries, the men are the providers, and the women are more taking the home role. And now women are working 9 to 5 as men. Sometimes women even earn more. So I think that's where that's coming from. Because then, you know,
exactly. And like I saw something on TV earlier today. There's a few celebrities apparently now in the Western world who have banned different story times and story tales that we know of, like Cinderella and all these different things, Beauty and the Beast, in their families, because it doesn't speak well of a woman as equal with a man. So we in the Western world, our mindset is completely different, and that's why I think it comes down to education. And I say that with respect. I don't mean people are not educated, didn't go to school. I mean, you can't just take yourself to a country and expect people to accept you because that's how you are. I think when you go to a country, or even if I go to someone's house, out of courtesy, I have to go by the rules of that household.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what it is. And the same in relationships. And when I think about it, in Ghana, it was taboo when, you know, in my mother's generation, that you wouldn't marry outside of your clan and tribe.
Yes.
And, you know, when I was younger, I used to think, oh, what kind of nonsense is that? Everybody's everybody. It's no problem.
Yeah.
But the reason I now get it, and why my granddad used to say that, is because the cultures of, for instance, an Ashanti man is different from the cultures of a Ga man. So as a Ga household, we know what our families are like in terms of our culture, so we can respect that. Whereas if a fancy man wants to come and dictate a culture to a Ga family, it's like, what kind of nonsense is that?
Yeah, you don't understand this.
Exactly. So that's within cultures within Ghana. How much more transcending across the Atlantic? It's completely different. So I can understand that kind of situation, but I would also say, in that situation, there must have been some telltale signs. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? I'm sorry.
But some men have cold feet, right?
Yes.
So maybe he was just scared.
Cold feet.
Exactly.
But
you waited.
Scared.
It is too extreme.
It is very extreme.
It is too extreme.
To wait until
it could destroy.
Yeah.
It's too extreme. It could destroy. I can't.
That's what I say. All family for everybody just came there. No, seriously.
What do you think about keeping a man? What keeps a man, and what drives a man away, or you know, what?
See, different men, different things keep them, and different things drive them away. It depends on what is that gets them going. And even a man that you do everything for can still decide to go and leave you in the first place. So at the end of the day, I don't think there's a set way to keep someone. I think it has to come from them, if they're willing to stay, or if they're at that breaking point where they feel like, you know what, I'm done, I'm just going. So you can't really plot and say, okay, this is the way to keep a man, so just follow this or drink this or whatever, or cook this food or whatever. No, it doesn't work that way. That willingness has to come from them. And to be honest with you, once someone gives up and once someone is over something, I think that's it. No matter what you do, you might do something to make me maybe try to keep them for a certain amount of time, but then still it's still in them that they don't desire to be with you or to be there anymore, and they would go.
Yeah, I think I completely agree. I think you can't. We're all individuals, isn't it? No one can make someone do what they don't want to do. If the man is no longer interested, I think he's actually doing you a favor. To be honest, because if he goes, you'll be happy. You might
not necessarily happy,
but I think your life will be a bit easier. It's nothing like it's like dragging a dead horse, right? Yeah. Someone doesn't want to be with you. You keep on. You just hurting yourself, and it's more painful.
Yeah, don't force it.
Yeah, so I think for when I saw that, like that happened, I think she should just build herself back up. There'll be someone out there that will be begging up his man, and she'll be like, So I think that's when I saw that. It was very heartbreaking. I think the keeping man, as you said, I completely agree. There's no one role. I think the main thing is the man wanting to be around.
Yeah.
Even the term keep.
Yeah, keep. That's like trapping him.
If you're in a relationship, it shouldn't be a matter of keeping him.
Yeah, because has to want to be there.
He has to be. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's a desire.
Like struggling.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're trapping them or something. Why?
Yes.
So if the relationship doesn't work out, don't take it further. Just
it should all be natural.
Yeah. But I think that's a bit different from what for example, in Africa, when you're married, you're taught to hold on and pray.
Keep your husband.
You
endure. So it's quite different. And that's the point you said. It's different cultures, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think here women are probably more independent, and most of the things why women sometimes hold on is because how will they survive? Not necessarily all the time, but sometimes women that But here it's quite different. The people, and I think obviously here as well, people are more educated. So I think couples talk more and they understand each other. And so I think it's quite sad. When I saw it, I was quite sad.
You just can't force or make anyone stay. But anyway, on that note, those who stay and are together for a long time, how do they do it? So first of all, I'd like to say a huge congratulations to Data! Listen, she's been married for 15 years. 15 years is no joke. 15 years.
Not 5.
Amazing.
Not 5. 1 and 5. Like so, Data. Now, let's give her a huge round of applause. Congratulations, Data. That is amazing, Data. So you know what? None of us have reached that level. So we're not there yet, Data. And I just would like you to help us get to where you are. How did you do it? How have you done it? Because men are not easy to live with. How did you endure it? What is the secret?
Yeah.
What advice do you have for us? That's 15 years.
First of all, God will help you get to that.
I know. No, but seriously, that's congratulations.
I'm very, very grateful. Thank you, first of all, for shocking me. Like seriously, okay. I'm just
okay. But you know what? Just to get yourself together before you say anything and tell us advice. So how did you celebrate?
Money.
What, you didn't celebrate?
The celebration is coming,
Okay, it's coming.
It's a big number, so
planning it.
Stephanie has been planning it.
Ooh.
Okay. So it's coming.
I trust it's gonna be grand then.
Let's get to 20 years, then we'll do the grand of all grand. And we'll get there by God's grace.
So now give us some tips, Data.
Well, I
need to get my pen and paper.
Yes,
I have my screen.
I'm sure it's the wrong way.
People have been married for 70 years. So come on.
No. These days,
very high.
Very
About
high.
50-58% of marriages end up in divorce within the first 5
And they don't go even past the first year, some of them.
Yeah. So it's an achievement.
And I know someone has told me, I think people are happy with you because you're young and you're wondering how you managed,
Definitely.
And I remember even when I got married, someone told my husband that this won't last, But honestly, I'm grateful to God because there has been no hard and fast rule. But I've been a very patient person, and he too is very patient. We are both very patient people actually, and I love the guy. So it worked because we were patient. I have been born again for a very long time, and one of the scriptures that always stayed on my mind when I got married was that you don't conform to the things of the world, if the world is this, is because everybody was saying this thing will not last. This, you know, even my siblings were not for it. You know, they were all saying negative side.
Yeah.
It would have been easy to believe that, yeah, this baby is true. But I was firm and I held on to God. And God helped me to be patient. And I think, you know, it's something people should remember. You know, the person who you are with may not particularly be a bad person, but you may just be going through a bad season.
Yes.
And it will pass.
Yeah,
You know,
seasons are always smooth.
We are not all bad. As I said earlier, that nobody has 100% to give. As much as you're seeing that this person is not doing what you like, it also means that you, in some other area, may not be doing all the things he likes.
Yes.
So you just be selfless. You know, be selfless. I've been selfless. I've put so many of my personal wants and desires aside to make my home what it is today, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to also share this. I'm very surprised to share it. So in fact, people have been telling me happy anniversary after the day, and I forgot because, you know. But I'm really, 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 really happy I've gotten here. I'm very grateful to God. I'm very grateful.
Congratulations.
That's great. Congratulations again. We will take all you said on board and try to practice that as well. Be selfless. That's very key. Well, that's a huge congratulations again. And Sakina, thank you for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure. We've learned so much from you. You've inspired me to actually start something I've been meaning to start, but I've been so scared to do. But thank you, viewers, for watching. Again, it's Ladies Lounge, and we'll see you very soon.